made it out of Boot Keep Harbor and we're heading out towards Hawk Channel. So the seas are a little, I don't know, rocky out here today. I guess we're going to have to get used to it a little.
So we sailed further and further west down the lower keys as a 15 to 20 knot breeze was behind us, and we had a much bigger swell than was forecasted hitting us on the side, so we rocked back and forth all the way. The water was beautiful though, and the day was absolutely gorgeous, so for the most part we had a great sail to Key West. After a few hours of sailing, we neared the Naval Air Base on Boca Chica Key. It was really neat to watch fighter jets zoom right over top of Holiday as we passed by. Not long after Boca Chica, we saw the very west end of Key West and we turned into the channel and lowered the sails. We knew we'd finally made it to Key West as we passed the giant cruise ships on the dock and all the many people in boats hanging out of the waterfront.
Alright, we made it to the mooring field here in Key West. We decided to do it instead of the anchorages. Hopefully that was the way to go. We'll see. Lindy did a great job grabbing the pennant.
That was a rough one.
We jumped in the dinghy and headed in to pay for our month-long stay at the mooring field.
Now we're all checked in at the mooring ball office at the marina, and we've come back out here to the boat, and we just watched a beautiful sunset, our first at Key West. Now we're just chilling out. What you making today, Lindy?
Chicken, potatoes, and a mushroom gravy.
So we settled into life in the mooring field. The water was crystal clear and the weather was beautiful most of the time. There was always neat aircraft to watch as we hung out. Ever seen a seaplane take off? Also, in addition to the Navy fighter jets like we saw on our transit over out of Boca Chica, zooming around, we would see neat stuff like this giant helicopter doing training missions for the Army Special Forces that was next door. It would fly just a little ways out, drop people and inflatable boats off, leave, then come right back and practice picking them up. But we didn't come to Key West just to hang out on the boat. We loved to walk down to the Duval Street and the historic waterfront areas. Oysters on the waterfront and then a walk to look at all the boats. After the waterfront, it was time to hit the place where it all goes down in Key West, Duval Street. It's always fun to walk up and down Duval Street. You just never know what you're going to see.
It's a nice afternoon here in the mooring field. We spent the earlier part of the day walking around Key West, went up and down Duval, went over by the waterfront and saw the cruise ships, and then just came back out here. Now we're hanging out in the cockpit, doing some reading, watching the sun get lower. It's Nice day. Checking out the moon. It's pretty. What you making down here, Lindy?
Grilled cheese and green beans.
Ooh, yummy. Mine's already out here. It's gonna be hard to wait on Lindy to eat that. I'm about to get going on it. Every day. Monday was nice, but I missed my.
You can't go to Key West without going to Mallory Square and watching the sun set with the masses as the schooners crisscross in front of the beautiful sight. On this particular occasion, I saw the green flash for the second time in my life. Look closely, can you see it? But every sunset in Key West wasn't fun and exciting. This next sunset brought with it nervous and anxious feelings. We watched the weather closely, and we knew that on this night, a very powerful cold front was going to come blasting through Key West, with stronger winds than either of us had ever seen while living aboard.
Good looking Key West sunset tonight. Got a cold front going to blast through this evening. Gusts as high as 35. That should wake us up. But for now, we got a nice sunset.
We tried to get some sleep, but it's a funny thing how darkness makes everything seem worse. By 2 a.m. we were both awake, listening to the wind pick up as Holiday started rocking more and more.
It's getting pretty windy out here. Kind of ready for it to go ahead and come through and get it over with, though. This is part of cruising. Looks like there's going to be some lightning in this one. It's just after 2 a.m. 25 knots, 28, 29, 30, 31. Good gust. Let's see, I got Lindy on radar watch over here. What do you think, Lindy? Do you enjoy being awake at 2:15 a.m. in the morning, listening to the wind howl?
Oh yeah.
Are you scared?
Not scared. It's just uncomfortable and not very fun. A little unnerving, I guess. That's pretty much it.
So you're saying you're not scared? What about now? Whoa! Now are you scared?
Less amused than I was.
A couple of hours dragged on as the storm seemed like a live monster creeping closer and closer.
It was just a big temperature drop. Oh, there comes the rain. It's about to start raining hard.
Suddenly, I could see, hear, and feel a wall of wind and water rushing across the mooring field towards us. I tucked up under the Dodger and hoped for the best.
Wow. Wow.
As soon as Holiday was sitting upright, I rushed downstairs to check on Lindy.
Holy moly. Wow.
It was pouring and the wind was howling, but all was well as we didn't break loose from our mooring ball. And everything on Holiday seemed to be in one piece, including me and Lindy.
An abrupt, strong blast. It sort of like made me fall over. What do you think, Lindy? Not much sleep tonight, huh? Well, after that wall of wind went by, it's kind of not too bad. It's time to try to get some sleep.
After a couple of hours of trying to get some sleep, the sun was finally up and we could hear the wind howling outside. I decided to go check things out, glad that the darkness of night was over. The conditions in the mooring field that day were a little wild, to say the least. But our mooring equipment, as well as everyone else's in the mooring field, held just fine, so no problems.
Looks good.
We made some new friends during the storm, and they had us over once the weather subsided.
Tonight we're going over to our friend Ren and Ashley's boat here at in the mooring field. It's a cool trimaran right over there.
That's just some pineapple cheese and ham skewers.
Perfect. I'm gonna put it right here.
Awesome.
I know fall.
You know what, Fall?
Thanks for coming over.
I'm really glad to hear that.
All
So,
kinds of good eats.
you guys all did introductions and everything.
Yes, Lindy and Zach.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lindy, Zach.
We had a great evening eating and hanging out and playing music. They had some different instruments on board, and even Ani got involved in the mix while we were playing her favorite, the Volcano song.
Mom and Dad have come to visit the crew of Holiday here in Key West. Oh, Dad's gonna check out outside. Ooh, man, this is swanky. All right.
We had a great time during Mom and Dad's visit. We toured all over Key West, ate lots of great food, and watched some amazing sunsets. Mom and Dad even let us stay with them at their hotel a few nights. We'd almost forgotten what it was like to sleep in stationary beds and take long showers with unlimited hot
Mom and
water.
Lindy, we're coming here to Mallory Square to watch the sunset. What did you guys think of that street performance? Pretty good.
He was awesome. Here he comes. That's how he gets down.
Thanks for visiting, Mom and Dad. Hope to see you again real soon. Mine and Lindy's time in Key West was also drawing to an end, so we started prepping to leave.
All right, it's bottom cleaning day. I'm gonna jump in and see if I can get all the scum off the bottom.
I spent about 3 hours really cleaning the bottom of Holiday well. It's nasty work, but somebody's got to do it. After the bottom cleaning and some boat prepping, we took a provisioning trip, then settled in for one final meal aboard Holiday and one final sunset in Key West.
So what do we have tonight, Lindy?
We have cashew chicken with broccoli
Oh
served
my
over
gosh.
rice.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat the heck out of that. My hair is extra poofy because I took a shower and washed my hair. Afro time. And yummy food.